How to respond properly to a question about your ex. This can get sticky. Stay tuned. Well, hello and welcome. My name is Arica Angelo, and I'm a dating and relationship expert. I've been serving men for 12 years. I think I'm going on my 13th year of serving men's hearts, helping men become the kind of man that you can't resist, but while not losing yourself or her. So I'm doing this video in my villa in Bali. So you're going to hear birds and you're going to hear the pool in the background because it's open living here. So just to give you some context with all the noise going around in the background, but it does make for a beautiful video with the palm trees in the background. So when you're on a date, oh yeah, and I should always say this, make sure that you subscribe, you turn on the notification bell, you like this video, you comment, you share, you do everything. Just do everything for me, please, if you don't mind. Help me help you. So when you're on a date with someone and a woman asks you about your ex, first, let me give you some context as to why women do this. Because what she's doing is you are a stranger. She doesn't know you. But a lot of times what we've done in our past can kind of give the person some context into who we are, our character. So she wants to know, like, who are you? Like, give me the quick version on who you are. And a lot of times we can figure that out by asking about your ex. How do you show up in relationships? Because chances are, if you showed up in that relationship this way, you're going to show up in this relationship, the date that she's on, and the same way, unless you've done a lot of work on yourself to shift the person who you were. So when she's asking about your ex, she's trying to get insight into who you are as a man and your character. So that's why she's asking the question. This is how you want to answer the question. You want to say it like this, if you want to go into a little bit, not a lot, because you're in the present now, you're not in the past. So you can give her a little bit of context as to why the relationship didn't work. Always talk about what were the great things, like what was a nice thing about your ex-girlfriend, and why it didn't work, and what you're grateful for out of the experience. The last thing that you want to do is to talk down on your ex, say what a terrible person they were, how they screwed you over, because a woman's going to go, he's still got a lot of baggage, he still has a lot of heaviness, and that's just emotionally dumping on someone. You don't want to emotionally dump on your date. So you want to say, yeah, this is why it didn't work. You also want to say where you were where you didn't necessarily show up so great and what you have done about it. Because if it's just one-sided, my ex did this, then you're a victim. Then you're the blamer and you're the guy who doesn't take accountability. Women do not want a man who doesn't have the emotional fortitude to take accountability. She wants the emotional warrior. So you want to be able to say, this is what my ex did, this is what I did, and this is what I have done to evaluate myself and to make changes in myself so that I do not show up in the next relationship this way. And then you want to end the conversation with, and this is what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful that I learned this. I'm grateful for this experience. Now I am looking forward towards my future, which means, okay, let's bring it to present day now, and I'm on a date with you, and now we've talked about my ex. Now you have context into my character. You can see what kind of person I am, that I am an emotional warrior, that I do take accountability, that I see both sides of the equation, and that I want to keep this conversation very short because my ex is in my past, and I'm not dwelling on my past. I'm moving forward. I'm acknowledging it. I'm healing from it. I'm growing from it. And now I am moving forward. And this is what I'm doing. This is who I am. And I am interested in you, girl. And then bring the focus back onto your date. Tell her why you're enjoying the date, why you enjoy her, why you asked her out on this date. But always bring it back to her and always say something affirming to your date so that you bring it back into present day. You bring the context back to, look, we are in the here, we are in the now, and I am with you, and I am interested in getting to know you. But don't be mischievous and just completely stay away from the whole topic itself. That shows her that you've got something to hide, and it's going to start the relationship off with distrust because you're not a man who has the courage to really talk about the hard things. And no one wants a spineless man. We want an emotional warrior. We want a courageous man. And if you're like, what is an emotional warrior? Then I highly encourage that you schedule a call with me so that I can talk to you about what an emotional warrior is and why you need to go on the journey. Because becoming that emotional warrior is what not only gets a woman, but it keeps a woman, and it keeps the adventure in a relationship. It keeps the love alive. It keeps you alive and you in integrity with yourself as a man. Because a lot of guys lose themselves when it comes to women. And that's not what she wants, and it's not what I want for you. And I can guarantee you it's not what you want either. So listen, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being a subscriber. Thank you for being here. And know this, my darling, you have what it takes on the inside. And that in this very moment, my darling, that you are loved and you are loved deeply. I will see you in my next video.